chosen people of Christ. We finished to sing for our God. It's time to listen for the message of this afternoon. Amen. The message of this afternoon is taken in the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verses 25. And we read in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He will speak against the Most High and oppress his holy people, and they try to change the set times and the laws. The holy people will be delivered into his hands for a time, times, and a half a time. Amen. We repeat for the good understanding. The message of this afternoon is taken from the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25. We read in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He will speak against the Most High and oppress his holy people, and try to change the set times and the laws. The holy people will be delivered into his hand for a time, times, and a half a time. Amen, beloved. Amen, chosen people of Christ. Amen. Firstly, we have to know the person who wrote this message of Daniel. The book of Daniel was written with the prophet Daniel himself. When was it? When was that? It was between 540 and 565 before Jesus Christ. Daniel was a servant of God. He served God for the bottom of his heart. But he was condemned one day with the king because he didn't bow in front of the king. Amen. He was set into the lion when the lion was the den of the lion. Amen. But he didn't forsake his God. No matter he was condemned and he went down in the lion, he continued just to praise his God, and he was delivered by the power of God. Amen. But he wrote to us. He will speak. Who is the one who's going to speak against the Holy One? But it will be a time. The person who will speak those words, that person will set the time. Amen. That is the key. And we have to understand it will set the time, because he will find himself, he become a God. And it will be a time when it will be given to him so he can reign and he can do what he wants to do on earth. But at that moment it will be between the time the times and the half of time. How many times we call? 3 times. 3 times. Amen. So it will be asking, so for God to take up his glory, that time will be passed away. He will wait until this guy to finish what he wants to do, so God will come and take over his power. Amen. To the set of time, and he will change us on the law. The laws of God, they will be changed. The setting of time will be changed. What kind of law? One of the disciples of Jesus Christ, he came to Jesus Christ and asked Jesus Christ, God, Master, tell us, what is the biggest law? Because we had 600, more than 600 Moses came with. But God reduced them to 10. After that, reducing them to 10, Jesus Christ, when he came, he said that the only law you have to bow on is just you have to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Amen. That was reduced to 10. It doesn't say that those laws of Moses, or maybe the 10 Commandments, was abolished. No. He said that I didn't come to abolish the law of prophets, but I come to accomplish it. Amen. But the person who was given the time, the times, and the half of time, that person will change the laws. It's not going to be the 10 Commandments, it's not going to be the 1 commandment, but he will come. In the church, you're going to see something changing. Women will stand on the stoop and preach. Meanwhile, it's right there. No woman can take a power over woman. Amen. Now the world is changing. Emancipation. The woman can just take and say anything she wants. And she can take that advantage to come with the Bible and stoop and preach. It's common today. Amen. It's allowed. But if you want to talk, if you want to say that, we say you know, that is all laws. Those are passed already, because the Spirit of God will be upon everything. God never changed. Amen. But the one who's going and we come with the laws. He came today. What is the date today? On 25. And it's one thing they write on people. They say that the Santa Claus is that guy who coming with the reindeer. He's going to come in the house and give the gift. But then the kid today, they don't praise Jesus Christ anymore. They didn't even praise God anymore. They believe that Santa Claus will come with a gift. Amen. Amen. You see how we're changing, because he knows that when the child is starting with the Santa Claus, know Jesus Christ, he will grow up with the Santa Claus. Amen. Amen. They're always changing. It's right in Christmas, but you're going to see the word Christ is put in excellent, which means Christmas. It means just witness to Jesus Christ. It's not living anymore. But the people continue to celebrate something that doesn't even exist in the Bible. Amen. Amen. Angel Gabriel came to Maria. It was in June. It's written in the book of Luke. It was in June, on the 6th month. How come it's going to come? The child will be born on the 6th month. And today people will rally in the churches. They will just overnight praise. And then they will say that this is the nativity of Jesus Christ. How the people are led. Even the Holy One, they will be misled on those mistakes. Amen. Amen. Believe in God, and your life will be saved. Amen. Because we have a time. The first time, it was taken. The second was taken. And then the third was taken. Amen. Amen. Now, how those time was lost? Amen. Amen. Look in the beginning. Let's go from the beginning to understand that time. How God was waiting for the time to happen so he will come to redeem it. Amen. Amen. When Jesus Christ was on the cross and he died, he waiting for how many days to rise up? 2 days, and then the third one, he rose up. Amen. And how many times his disciples denied him? Okay, we're gonna go. How many times is holy? How many times he fall down? Why is the three inside? Amen. Because how many living creatures were? 4. But among the 4, it's almost 4 they did mistakes. How many? 1. Against 3. So you have to redeem the time of 3. So it meant that God had to come back and to redeem his time. And at that moment, his church will rise up. Amen. The first church of God was Garden of Eden. But the Garden of Eden was destroyed with the human being. Amen. When it was destroyed with the human being didn't have problems between them. Adam didn't just insult Eve. Adam didn't just stole the money from Eve. But Adam touched the person. Adam touched the personality of God. Something was taken from God. And when it was taken, God said that I'm not going to live anymore into a person, because it was God himself who was touched. Amen. Amen. So for that, they say that my spirit will no longer be in this person. He went away. When he went away, it was given to Satan now to reign over the moment until the day the person will understand the glory of God. When God will come into human being again, he said that day you will sing the 7th trumpet. Amen. Amen. So he was waiting. He was waiting for that time to pass. They're waiting one day it's going to be a big angel on the sky just to blow the trumpet to say that the time of God is coming. But you find yourself in this place, you know that the time is coming already. Amen. And you know that no matter how it's happened, no one can take you astray. You are not going to put the Christmas tree in your house. You can't do that. You didn't celebrate, you didn't go to the shops, because look how God is very anxious for the day of today. Amen. It's like on a normal life. Someone is dying behind your name. How are you going to feel? Amen. They say that Jesus Christ was born on 25 December. And other people willing it to school to say that the day Jesus Christ was born is the day we started to count one. Amen. How come it's 1 and the 25 December? December is the last month of the year. How people they're taken astray. And they say that it's an nativity of Jesus Christ. No, it's not that. How many people they die today? How many